Why? Are these commander cards banned? Are they powerful enough? Or were they just banned for being annoying? The next card on our list is Primeval Titan. Primeval Titan is actually one of, I would argue this is one of the most powerful cards in Magic the Gathering. It was such an impact on Standard. It is such an impact on Modern, and has had a very large impact also even in Legacy. So this card has seen very strong play in very competitive formats, and then was a very big deal in Commander. I remember even in playing my own multiplayer games, whoever has the Primeval Titan, it's like capture the flag. You got to go capture the you got to grab the Primeval Titan. Everyone wants a Titan. Robust says, "I miss Frost Titan." I'll go play it then. What's wrong? No one's stopping you. Here you go. Have your Frost Titan. Get your Frost Titan, and then to start tapping things down, make people pay abilities. Phobos, thank you so much for becoming a member. Oh, thank you for becoming part of the coffee crew. So Primeval Titan is it is powerful. All right, it is a 6 mana tutor for 2 lands. That's a pretty big deal, especially since, a lot of lands these days have utility. I don't know, what would you go get these days in your general commander deck? I would get like Maze of Ith. I could get a creature land. You could get Strip Mine. It's got a lot of utility. I mean, they had different utility in different competitive decks, but in Commander, basically everyone's like, we got to get rid of the Primeval Titan, or we need to steal the Primeval Titan. The whole game gets focused around this damn thing. Oh yeah, Field of the Dead is the go-to card now these days for Primeval Titan. Field of the Dead, and it's not too hard to turn on. This got banned in like every format, including Modern, which was getting abused by Primeval Titan. So this thing got banned for the sins of Primeval Titan, essentially. Essentially got banned for the sins of Primeval Titan. There's some good lands out there. Insanely good lands. Phobos says, I played EDH when Primetime was legal. Every game at that time, cast Primeval Titan, go get Cabal Coffers, and Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. Oh god, what a combo. Yeah, Cabal Coffers. Basically instantaneously create like a ton of mana. So you get Cabal Coffers, 2 generic tap, add black for each swamp you control, and then if you get Urborg, I mean, you don't need black in the deck essentially, or not that much. Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. Each land is a swamp in addition to its other land types. So if you didn't have swamps in play, you do now. And the Cabal Coffers gets to add like a ginormous amount of mana. But I love the Field of the Dead. Puts an army on the battlefield insanely quickly in no time flat. So I have no doubt that this card did get banned, partially because it's annoying, but it is an insanely good card. If you hate tutors, and there's a lot of people out there that are like, hey, you got to ban the tutors from the game to reduce consistency, blah, blah, blah. This is like the tutor of all tutors. It is a card because it tutors so much. If it only tutored 1 land, maybe that wouldn't be so bad. But because it tutors 2 lands, it's actually a gigantic problem. So Primeval Titan, I have no doubt, is actually banned because it is pretty damn powerful. Pretty damn powerful in EDH. But actually, do the competitive EDH players have any problem with Primeval Titan, or did they just ignore it because it's like a 6-mana card? It's 6 mana, who cares? Although you can like ramp this out relatively easily. Remember those soul rings, mana vaults, mana crypts, they go a long way. They do go a long way. KBG is like, free Field of the Dead in Modern and Pioneer. Oh god. It's not a good idea. True, not just black-green decks. It was very strong in general with cards today. I don't think Primeval Titan will come back to EDH. Very likely it is not coming back. Yeah, this is actually a good comparison. Golos is scary with just 1 land. But pretty fair. Relatively fair. And costs no mana. Costs nothing. But also could be your commander. Primeval Titan could not be your commander. Alright, moving on. Prophet of Crufix. So for 5 mana, you have a 2/3 creature. Untap all creatures and lands you control during each other player's untap step. And if you got 3 players, then that like basically what it like quadruples your mana. So you got mana on your turn, then you got mana on the second player's turn, then you get mana on your third player's turn, you got mana on your fourth player's turn. And you may cast creature cards as though they had flash, so you can just keep dumping your hand. This is difficult to tell. I can't tell because I want to gauge the power level of these cards. This does look powerful. This does look really powerful. I can't tell if it's just like a little janky or if it's actually insane. I mean, it's very, very good, obviously, if completely uncontested. If you're like not going to do anything to Prophet of Krufix, then yeah, you're probably pretty screwed. But I can only imagine. Are the individual cards that this deck plays good enough when Prophet of Krufix isn't on the battlefield? Oh, I see why. I used to play it in Standard, but it was Matt. Oh, you mean Primeval Titan? Seaborn Muse on steroids, exactly. Seaborn Muse was untap each permanent all permanents you control during each other player's untap step. But the being able, like, you know, it's useless to use that mana if you can't cast your creatures. But in this case, you can cast your creatures. You may cast creature cards as though they had flash. I hope they unban Prophet so I can sell some of my copies. Buy low, sell high. So did you buy when they got banned? Did you buy at the 82 cents down here? It's legal in every format except Commander. It's hard for me to tell though if this is banned for power level or if this is just being banned because it's like a little too annoying. Seedborn Muse with either Vidalcan or Orrery or the blue Leyline same shouldn't be banned. That's right. Well, the Orrery doesn't let you untap your lands though, right? Flash is what breaks it. Seedborn Muse on crack. I play Wilderness Reclamation in my Calamax deck. No sorceries, only instants, creatures and planeswalkers and lands. So you have some. You also artificially untap all your stuff. You untap all your lands, essentially. Prophet being banned is questionable. Yeah, but annoying is not the same as powerful. So this is the whole point of this list. I want to know how powerful these cards are. Because I can see the potential here. I see potential, but I don't see that it's going to outright win the game. It's like just good value. You know, it's like gaining treasure tokens. But that costs 8 to 10 mana as opposed to 5. Are you talking about your combination of cards back there? Make a competitive Pioneer list with it. Demand will go up. It's it's basically Wilderness Reclamation on a creature. Plus you can cast your creature spells at flash speed. You have to have this and another thing. What's the other thing? It's like taking 4 turns for 5 mana. If it's unopposed that, though. This is a creature, remind you. Mind you, this is a creature. It can die. In fact, people should have something to kill creatures in your deck. You should at least have, I don't know, Pyroblast. Destroy target blue permanent. So, but you also don't get a card. You don't draw a card every single one of those turns. But I do hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying. In a hand, if you're empty-handed, this Prophet of Krufix is useless. Yes, part 3 of the series. So a flash deck with this would cause a ruse in popularity, especially in Pioneer. But I mean, if you have a flash deck like flash creatures, then the second ability on this is useless. It puts you so far ahead of your opponents, you also get to untap to hold up counter magic. Yeah, human and wizard. So you throw it in the humans deck. Steve Lander says being able to take turns with everybody else is definitely not okay in EDH. Card gets significantly better the higher in power you go. Fits nice in a Thrasios X deck. I don't know. This isn't going to kill anyone. You have to get to 5 mana, resolve, and have other things in your hand and have no responses from the opponents. But you can get to the mana pretty easily. Turn 1, Soul Ring. Turn 2, I don't know, Jace the Mind Sculptor, which I'm sure is like a pretty bad card in EDH. What is it? Turn 3, Prophet of Krufix. Basically, Soul Ring lets anything get cast by turn 3. Although I guess the Soul Ring does not untap during every untap step. When are you realistically empty-handed in blue-green? True story. Where's the music today? Oh no, we have no music. We're gonna have music in a second. Sorry about that. Damn, I have the music ready. The commander ban list in general is interesting to me. It is trying to go in multiple directions, casual and competitive. The only problem is that casual is very subjective to players. No. You know, I was thinking about the commander ban list the other day. It's not that it's subjective for this one reason. It's because of the fast mana. People in Commander, they want to play vintage Magic. They want to play vintage with the Black Lotuses and the Moxen and the Soul Ring and your Mana Crypts. But under the condition that they don't kill each other before like turn 4. Vintage is like a turn 1, turn 2 format. So they want to play at that power level of Vintage. But don't win so quickly. Don't win so quickly. It's like an unwritten rule. And so they've got this weird ban list to accommodate that. Because they don't want to get rid of the artifact mana. They don't want to get... You would solve every problem overnight. You could take off half the cards off the commander ban list if you just ban all the artifact mana. You ban any Mox, Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, Grim Monolith, problem solved. This is nowhere near as bad as Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, or Necropotence, exactly. But those cards are legal. So they want to play vintage Magic. Turn 1 Island, Forest Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, or anything, and that'd be good. Yeah, you could go like turn 1 Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, and you'll have it ready by turn 2. All right, I don't think I think this is a good card. I think this is a good value card. I don't think it's actually that powerful. I think your opponents need to let you untap with this thing to get the full value. Like, this works, assuming no one does anything to it, which is a bit stupid. Your deck obviously is not interactive at all. If you're trying to play Solitaire, then don't complain when someone else is playing Solitaire against you. Simple as that. Alright, next card on this list. Card that actually is incredibly banned. Recurring Nightmare. Oh, actually, I am mistaken. I thought this was banned in Legacy for some reason. No, it's only banned in Commander. Alright, Recurring Nightmare. Black 2 generic. Sacrifice a creature. Return Recurring Nightmare to its owner's hand. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. So basically, infinite reanimation. Yeah, I think this card is very strong. Sees a lot of cube play. And I think it's actually... I think it's so strong, I thought it was banned in Legacy, but it's not. I guess looking at it a second time, I don't know what Legacy deck would use this. This is like a really janky Reanimator spell. This screams infinite loops. Ja loves this card. This card is annoying because one guy takes 4 turns, basically. Oh, you're talking about the Krufix. Yeah, but that doesn't make it powerful. And we're trying to gauge the power level of these cards. Arguably the greatest well, it's the most unique reanimation spell ever. If it was not banned, I could see it being played a lot, of course. Unban Recurring Nightmare so we can really live in a nightmare. Super strong, would love to play it in my Kamigawa Dragon Sack deck. So EDH is like Vintage Cube, but less consistent? No, it can be very consistent. It's just that everyone plays under this... Not everyone, but the casual players play under the rules. Don't win so quickly. Yeah, your deck can win on turn 2, but don't do it. Win on turn 7. Weird format. because it is vintage power level. They have almost all the vintage cards. But how do you? And it's quite good because you get to use it over and over and over again. Sack a creature, return it back, return recurring nightmare back to its owner's hand. So like, I would love to hear what the competitive EDH players think about this card. Like, do they care? Because I mean, you could play this by turn 2, essentially, but you might also be dead by turn 2. Brett says card sucks. Not even worth his time. Yeah, Recurring Nightmare is bonkers. Sees no play in Legacy currently. Yeah, so I was completely off on the power level of Recurring Nightmare in that format. 2-card combo with Sling Gang Lieutenant, is it? When it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. Sack a goblin. Oh, I mean, I see. You mean you're gonna reanimate this thing over and over again. You're gonna sack the Sling Gang, return target creature, but you have to pay for this thing. You still have to pay for the Reoccurring Nightmare. Mana cost is a nightmare unless you have infinite mana. Yeah, you do have to keep recasting the spell, but that's not that powerful. That's not crazy bonkers power. It's too expensive for CEDH. There are 1 CMC replacements would need to be part of a combo that ends the game. Never losing priority when casting or using it is pretty powerful. Alright, so I think actually this card is more fair than it looks. It's a very annoying card. It's good. It's a good card. But it's not bonkers or anything. If you ever played against Recurring Nightmare, you would agree with the ban. It's just miserable. How about I just win the game? Or counter it. I could counter it. If you could recur this thing back from the graveyard, that could be another thing. Then that would be a nightmare. It would really be a reoccurring nightmare. I thought I countered this. I think while very powerful, it's fine in EDH. Alright. I would think we might be overlooking land destruction creatures. Oh, you mean like Sundering Titan? Is that what you're talking about? ETB. Or leaves the battlefield. Choose a land of each basic land type, then destroy those lands. Choo choo. Swan Song says hi to Nightmare, that's right. Chris Ross says it's okay, I guess. Alright, so it's a very... I think it is a more fair looking card than we think. It's not that bad. Alright, next we got Rofelles. Oops, I didn't enter anything. Technical difficulties. Rofelles, Llanowar Emissary. Green, 2/1 creature. Add a green to your mana pool for each forest you control. Now, this is an interesting one because, in theory, this is like a Gaia's Cradle of some sort. And yes, your deck can be built around this card. But how many forests are really going to be in your deck? You know, we just talked about, like, the main source of mana is the artifact mana, you know, and the ramp. Like, if you're going to get, like, a bunch of forests onto the battlefield with, like, I don't know, I don't want to say Farseek, I'm sure there's better ramp cards out there. It seems like you're... It sounds clunky to me. It sounds really clunky to me. So how do you break this card? Rofelles is stupid bonkers in EDH. Rofelles was nonsense. Rofelles combos with Panglacial Worm. Oh, so is there literally just a combo with this card? While searching your library, you may play Panglacial Worm from your library. Well, not for free. You can just cast. You have to cast it, right? I can't just like crack a fetch land and put my Panglacial Worm into play. Ashaya? Asha, maybe? No, I don't know what this... Oh, Ashaya. Ashaya, Soul of the Wild. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. Non-token creatures you control are non-token creatures you control are forests in addition to their other types. Is this any good? Seriously? Is this any good? In a world where we turn our creatures into forests, if we can even have creatures on the battlefield, period. Is this any good? Is this any different from artifact mana? Rofelles is banned and Sylvana mono green is not. Just unban him. We got like, yes! No! The card looks fun. Goes infinite with Staff of Domination. Staff of Domination goes infinite with a lot of cards. Staff of Domination. Okay, this might be enough to convince me, though. So, untap Staff of Domination, and you can untap target creature. So what are you doing actually with this? Oh, I see. So you make infinite mana, then you can gain infinite life. You can draw infinite cards. I see. So when you have enough mana with Rofelles, you could do this with a lot of creatures. But this, I guess, is Rofelles the only creature that can add, the only legendary creature that adds mana? Ashaya is great. It saves you from cyclonic rifts. Everything goes infinite with Staff of Domination, but not every commander can go infinite with Staff of Domination. I think that is a very good point. And also, does everything is a land, so Rift can't touch your stuff? Don't know what that means. Egoish says, Staff goes infinite with Magus of the Coffers, which is not banned, but is Magus of the Coffers a legendary creature? The answer is no. It is just a human wizard. So I think the bonus here is that this is your commander. You start with the combo piece already as a commander, and then you get Staff of Domination and you just dominate the opponent. Okay, Carlos says, I'm a CEDH player for 2 years, and I can argue that this creature is not that bad. Almost unbannable. Like, I can see the abuse that could happen. Like, you still need the forests in play, which I think is like a downside. Maybe it's less so now with Yavimaya. Cradle of Growth. So now all your lands are forests no matter what. Rofelles was one of the banned as commander cards. Marwyn of the Nurture is a commander that goes infinite. But is she expensive? Not that expensive, to be honest. Whenever another, and she's legendary. It's brought onto the battlefield under your control. So you add an amount of green equal to Marwyn's power. That might be hard. Whenever another elf enters the battlefield under your control. This is actually really similar. This is actually really, really similar. Yeah, Marwyn, and I don't think, and if you build an elf deck, this is not hard to pull off at all. Even though it can be a commander, it still shouldn't be a command. It shouldn't be yeah, it shouldn't be banned. It's still, hold on, what are you saying? It still shouldn't be banned. Okay, you know what? If Marwyn gets to exist, and there's no problem, I actually don't see. I would think, I can't tell if this is harder or easier to pull off to have more forests in play than to pump up the power. I guess I get the forests are easier because if the board gets wiped, it's easier to just grab Rofelles from the command zone. But I think actually this doesn't look so bad. Really, Marwyn is worse. What makes Marwyn worse? If there's a board wipe and you put your Marwyn onto the battlefield, it does nothing. Rofelles is infinitely better than that Marwyn thing. Selvala, Heart of the Wilds works similarly. And also 3 mana. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under its controller may draw a card if its power is greater than each other creature's power. That applies to everybody. Green, tap, add X mana in any combination of colors with X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Also, yeah, also is very similar. Cyclonic Rift can't bounce lands. That's true. Thanks so much also for the $2. Captain Lee USA. I can see a turn 2 Rofelles being really wacky. How? What is this going to do? And there's so many cards. You can have this on turn 2. Rofelles sets your mana exponentially ahead of everybody else's. You don't even need to abuse the card with combos. A world with Rofelles, legal, and EDH is a dystopian nightmare. Only banned in Commander. Sees no play anywhere else. Look up Rofelles combo. So is there... Okay, so that... I could get behind... Yeah, but... Okay, I have a question. Do these Rofelles... Are these Rofelles combos any differently from the Marwyn combos? Is there an equal number of Marwyn combos out there? Yeah, let's look up Marwyn combos. Combo used in Marwyn the Nurture. 115! You know what that means, people? It means I have a lot of videos that I can make out of Marwyn. That's what that means. Every Marwyn combo you need to know. Less setup. Marwyn is just... Oh, is it way slower? Okay, hold on. Let's see how more Rofelles combos. Is this gonna say how many? I guess it's not an EDH rec anymore. Or are all these the combos? Similar combos. No, this is not the same. Damn, EDH rec won't give me combos because it's banned. Check out Commander Spellbook. It's a great place to look up combos for legal EDH cards. Yeah, but this is not legal. This is very banned. Fair ramp. Green is so abusable, this isn't going to make it any worse. You know, it's funny that people, you know, in a format with Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, Grim Monolith, people are like, this is too good. This is too good. I don't know what to say about this card. And it's a it's a creature, but it can come back. I understand. Nothing's really dead in Commander. Just comes back. I don't know. I don't... Like, I want to... I sort of believe half of you that this card is busted, but then, like, a lot of similar cards still exist in here. It's a lot easier to get a lot of mana from Marwyn with pump spells. Well, yeah, but that's pretty janky. Rofelles doesn't lock you into elves, so it is better in the 99. Really? In terms of speed, when comparing to Marwyn to Rofelles, Marwyn is 2 in a G and Rofelles is GG. Not much of a difference if it's in a mono green deck. Down low, what's up, Nikachu? I'm hanging sheetrock and slinging mud with you in the background. Say what's up to me and Victoria working hard on Nico's house. What's up, down low and Victoria? Nico, you better appreciate Dan's job. And Victoria's job. How dare you call Marwyn janky? Okay, so this is contentious. You know what? I'm going to assume that this is a bit powerful, but not insanely powerful. Yeah, Dan is the man. Rofelles is GG, says it all. I like that. Okay, now we're going to another card, which doesn't need to be banned, but it is banned. Shahrazad. Okay, so this is not a broken card or anything like that. It's just a huge time waster. They could have had this in Commander. You know, this should be legal in Commander so people can have their infinitely long games. It seems like this is like the Commander card. Imagine a Stacks player played this card. They're like, we must go deeper. This is the Inception card. We played only so many. So hold on, is there a problem there? Because it's a singleton deck. You have to set the game aside, which means you can't even play with your commander in the next game. Sounds like hell. For the people who do not like do not like long games, this is gonna be a nightmare. But the people who do, they would love this. Literally everybody complaining about fast games should be doing picket lines and strikes outside of Hasbro demanding this unbanned. Well, not outside Hasbro. Outside Sheldon Menery's house. Or on Twitter, I guess. It's Shahrazad, people. Shahrazad. Is that so hard? Plus Hive Mind. Oh god. Everyone gets one? Oh god. People, I mean, you might just get everyone scooping at that point. That is just ridiculous. But at least the good news is that in the sub game, there won't be any Hive Mind in the sub game. Nor will there be a Shahrazad, so you can't go too many levels deep. This would be too much work for the program for Magic the Gathering Online. When does hold on. How do these resolve? So Hive Mind is an enchantment. Wherever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, everyone gets a copy. So hold on, okay. So my Shahrazad resolves. We play a sub game. Sub game is done. Then the next person's Shahrazad resolves and we play a sub game. Good god. Turn 6 Rofelles can tap for 6 Marwyn, needs 6 power. Yeah, but that's so far from now. That's not a very powerful card at that point. Yeah, scooping is still a victory. We'll take that. Alright, anyway, I understand why this card's banned, but it's actually not it's not strategically good, so actually I'm going to say it's a very crappy card. Alright, Sundering Titan. Oh, this card's banned! This card is a banned card. That's crazy. Okay, so 8 mana, 7/10 creature, ETB, or leaves the battlefield. Choose a land of each basic land type. Then destroy those lands. Destroy them lands. So what, you people don't like land destruction? What is with EDH? It's like, oh... And again, you get rid of the artifact mana. No, this card doesn't matter. You just get rid of the artifact mana. All that fast mana. This is an 8 mana creature. It's never getting cast. It's never gonna happen. I like this comment on Shahrazad, logistically banned. Suffering Titan in my Hamza deck would be hilarious. Oh, was that an accident? I like calling it that, the Suffering Titan. Sundering Titan plus Urborg? Does that change anything? Where's the battlefield? Just choose a land of each basic land type. Then I don't think that changes anything, right? Because then you can just... Well, I mean, you can destroy any swamp on the battlefield. That's not normally a swamp, but... You don't, like, kill off 5 swamps. You have to choose, like, a plains, a mountain, an island, a swamp, a forest. Sundering Titan probably falls in the same camp as Iona. It's just it feels bad for the monocolor player. I don't... What is with you? What's with the monocolor player thing? Oh, am I reading this wrong? Choose a land of each basic land type. Each! So if you have only islands, you can only blow up an island from them. That's it. This card's banned. People don't even know how this works. It's not. It will blow up all 5 lands probably if you're playing a 5-color deck. And you can like for some stuff. You have your Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. You got Urborg out, so you can like choose. You can blow up some forests and swamps out there. This card is so banned, people don't even know how it works. Dan W. Sundering Titan was banned before there was a surge of recent dual lands and utility lands that don't have land types. That would really suck. You could like, let's say someone has 3 Triomes on the battlefield for just 3 colors, but 3 different No, there can't be 3 different Triomes in the same color. So it's got to be 3 Triomes of different colors. You could just blow up all 3 of Triomes. Of course it can be reanimated, but big deal. You can blink it too easily and block the game almost. I mean, why haven't you won by now? Yeah, you can ephemera. Why haven't you won by now? It's 8 mana. It's 8 mana. This is like... It's like an okay card. It's not even... It's fine. Like, it's a playable card, but it's not that powerful. This is just a feels bad card. It's clearly a feels bad card in my opinion. Alright, we've got Sway the Stars. What is up here? Blue, 8 generic, looks unplayable. Each player shuffles his or her hand, graveyard, and permanents he or she owns into his or her library, then draws 7 cards. Each player's life total becomes 7. How is this worse than Wildfire? This is just sort of Wildfire and Time Twister having a love child come together. This actually looks like it would benefit Commander because it would make games end if for some reason you have 10 mana. Yeah, random, but are similar cards that are legal and cheaper cards. Total jank. How is this even banned? I don't even know. Hey, I'm not on the rules committee. Probably Narset got it banned. But even then, like, this is a really hard Time Twister to cast. And if, like, and let's be serious, if the blue player is drawing 7 and you're not, does your life total really matter? Does it matter if you're at 7 life? And it's, by the way, your life total goes to 7 too. It's each player's life total, it's not just your own. We're all going to 7. Sway the Stars was just featured on Nizahan, really? Narset gets shuffled back in. Each player shuffles his or her hand, graveyard, and permanents he or she owns into. Yeah, but does the effect still stand until the card resolves? Is a good question. I don't know. I don't know what the Narset thing. I don't know what the interaction with Narset and Sway the Stars would be. It probably feels bad too. It resets. It doesn't reset the game. You're all at 7. And there's a lot of resetting game cards. Some weird... Oh, no. Oh, I get it. It's all the permanents. I get it. So it's all the permanents. No, but what is the difference between this and Worldfire? Exile all permanents. Exile all cards from all hands and graveyards. Each player's life total becomes 1. Exile all permanents. It's all gone. Exile all cards, but we all have 7 cards. So basically, we reset the game, but we're at 7 life. Hand, graveyard, and permanents he or she owns into the library, and then draw 7 cards. Got it. It's a static ability, so when it gets shuffled in, the effect is gone. In response to the Narset. It says then, so Narset is already gone. Okay, I can buy that. I love that this ban conversation has gone all week. Easy but entertaining content. Yeah, then we can go to the Pauper ban list. We're just gonna go through all the ban lists. Okay, Sway the Stars is garbage. This is a useless card. This is not worthy of being banned at all. This is just a very poor card. It's not powerful whatsoever. Alright, so moving on. Sylvan Primordial. Green, 5 generic, 6/8 creature with reach. When Sylvan Primordial enters the battlefield, for each opponent, destroy target non-creature permanent that player controls. For each opponent, destroy target non-creature. For each permanent destroyed this way, search your library for a force card, put that card onto the battlefield, tap, and shuffle your library. This is 7 mana. Good God. Watching in the morning gives me happiness. You're welcome. And seeing all you guys give me happiness. Such a dumb card in Commander. For each opponent, destroy target non-creature permanent that player controls. So you hits like artifacts, enchantment. Why is this banned? I don't understand. Like, it's a good card or whatever if you can get it to resolve. I mean, is this like a reanimator card? Blow up your soul ring. So I guess maybe they got it banned because people want to play with their soul rings. That Sylvan Primordial destroyed my soul ring. I will never forget. Jake says, I watch at night. It's almost 11 p.m. here. So you have to be in Asia. Japan, maybe? Japan? Taiwan? Korea? Again, land destruction. Why is land destruction such a big deal in an artifact mana format? This could be unbanned nowadays. It was overpowering 8 years ago. That was a long time ago. If it's a 3 versus 3, it can get pretty insane. It destroys lands, probably. Yeah, it can destroy lands. It destroys lands, probably banned for being unfun. It can be the lands, but it's only 1. For each opponent, destroy target non-creature permanent player control. You destroy. You're at turn, I don't know, 5 to 6, because this is 7 mana. You're on turn 5 or 6, maybe turn 4, and blowing up their land is that big of a deal? I mean, you do ramp yourself up in response. Unspoken rule of destroy no basic lands. Nuke their lands, get your own forest with Paradox Engine, cast a bounce or flicker spell, repeat, get all your forests untapped. Good for you. This seems like it was banned before more fire design. Anyway, this card is not the greatest, in my opinion. Not too good. It's okay, let's say it's very good in casual commander. I think it's very good. Like, so if you're all dirtling around doing nothing, this seems like a great ramp spell. Seems like a great ramp spell in dirtly casual commander. This is a spicy meatball. All right, we got Time Vault here. Time Vault is one of the most powerful cards ever in the game. What's funny is I think actually it was pure jank when it first came out. Like, I think this card was unplayable. It wasn't until you could untap artifacts that this card became broken. So it's banned in Legacy, restricted in Vintage, and of course banned in Commander. I mean, if there was a scale to put this on, it's like if I were to name the power level on 10 out of 10, this is probably an 11 or 12 or something like that. But I'm pretty sure this card was useless in Magic's history until, I mean, I don't know it was the first card to untap artifacts, but especially particularly Voltaic Key is a really easy way to abuse this card. So you get your Voltaic Key out, pay 1, untap target artifacts. You just untap this thing, you have infinite turns. Unban it, dies to Boseiju. Oh, so many answers. Yeah, the OG infinite turn combo that anyone can play. It's not even Time Walk power. Oh, well, Time Walk is quite nice, but any deck can play this. Your Rofelles deck could play it. Manifold Key as well. Was that the first? I'm trying to figure out, like, when... What was the first? This was a core set card. So it's like modern problems. Great. You need modern solutions. 1 mana, untap another target artifact. Was this just better than Voltaic Key? This looks better. It's just upgraded. Voltaic Key. Just curious. Untap target artifact. Oh, this is just far superior. So untap another... Oh, but you can't untap itself. That's great. Pay 3, tap. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Oh! What an ability to have in my Time Vault deck. Turn 1 off Soul Ring feels nice. Do you net mana with this? Tap Soul Ring, add 2 mana, use Manifold Key, untap it, retap. Yeah, you do net mana. Sorta. How many keys out there? Many keys. Time Vault has been played since the beginning and still played in 93, 94. Is it? What do you use to untap with this thing? Or are you just willing to sacrifice it? Because don't you have to give up a turn? Tap to gain an additional turn after the current one. Time Vault doesn't untap normally. Why am I even reading this? Okay. Time Vault enters the battlefield tapped. Time Vault doesn't untap during your untap step. If you would begin your turn while Time Vault is tapped, you may skip that turn instead. If you do, untap Time Vault. So you have to under what circumstances would you give your opponent? Who wants this? Twiddle? Twiddle wants this? Oh, Twiddle. Okay, I got it. Okay, that makes some sense. Twiddle is a beta card. Where's the beta card? Twiddle's from beta. When this became a deck in... Was it in Pioneer? No, it's modern. The alpha and beta's... Oh, beta's not that expensive. It's like $24 for a modern playable card. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Yeah, Time Vault untaps with a ham sandwich. Spencer Ward, my favorite deck I played against used Time Vault, Voltaic, and Mishra's Factory just go off one turn. The deck was owned by our local game store owner. His win con was 4 copies of Memnite. How rude. Oh, you hear the music, people. It means we're not... Wow, we can't even get through the whole commander ban list. All right, so we end at... just for the... Officially... Okay, we end at Time Vaulter here. What super banned card, and it should be banned for basically for forever. It should never get unbanned. Restricted to vintage and cubes or whatever. If you can get that second piece that can untap this damn thing. So Soul Ring, Key, and Vault is infinite turns? No, you just need oh, on turn 1. Yeah, turn 1 combo. So no. So you play Soul Ring. Oh, I see. Hold on. Soul Ring, tap the Soul Ring, play Voltaic Key, use the floating mana, untap Soul Ring, tap Soul Ring. No, you can't do that. You need another mana, I think. Because you need 4 mana. I don't think you can produce the 4 mana off of just your Voltaic Key, and you need 1 more mana source to untap the Time Vault and then tap it. Discussion has been fun to listen to over the last few days. I wonder how many Pauper specialists there are out there. So when we get into Pauper, I'll have even less idea of what the hell is going on. All right, it's time for deck list review. You want a deck list review? Go into the description. There's a link to my Discord. Join the Discord. Find oh god, the sponsors. Damn it. FusionGamingOnline.com. Your one-stop shop for all your commander needs. Deal of the week this week. Save 15% off all select commander singles. So look them up. Some versions of cards get a huge discount. You want those discounts, people, to buy your commander cards. You guys all play. A lot of you play commander. Don't lie to me. Don't pretend you're just part of the cool cool modern club. Well, a lot of us play Commander. And don't forget to use coupon code Nikachu at checkout for 5% off all your purchases. Also supports the channel and saves you money. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. For every format, including Commander. You can play one-on-one Commander online. You can even play, a 4-player Commander online. But it's a bit janky. But if your friends are up for it, go for it. You can rent any deck that you want using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 10% off your first 2 months using coupon code Nikachu_WBN. So thank you very much for joining me today. And as usual, Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. That's when Coffee and MTG happens. And thank you very much, everyone, for becoming a member. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for supporting the morning show. So keep brewing up those coffees, and we will keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.